Hi everyone. Today I would like to show how to test the OPC UA server redundancy in VTScada. As as we know, VTScada can do redundancy in many setup like we can do basic failover, we can do advanced failover setting, and but actually VTScada can also do the IO communication network failover. So for this kind of IO communication network failover, we can use the driver multiplexer tag. Actually, this tag will provide the seamless failover to packet communication network if your primary communication network goes offline or down. So, and you can see that in here, VTScada can do OPC server redundancy. So it is very beneficial for application if you have the two OPC UA server, and from VTScada we can do redundancy setup like main OPC UA server phase, and it will automatically switch to another available OPC UA server. So for this purpose we can use the driver multiplexer tag, and then we can link the subordinate OPC client driver, and then it will allow IoTech to exchange data with between OPC UA server. Okay, so I would like to show how to configure the setting in VTScada and also the Kepware. Right now we are using Kepware server as the OPC UA server. And Kepware server, now we are connecting to data PLC, and we get the data with the Modbus TCP. Okay, right. Okay, so how to do it? First, I will show you how to setting in Kepware. Okay, when you open the Kepware, and you will see like this, and you have to connect to, if you want to connect to data PLC, it means another channel. So you have to right click and you have to click the new channel, and then you need to select the Modbus TCP/IP Ethernet and give the name data ASPLC or something. Okay, maybe data ASPLC or something, and then you can choose your own network. Okay. Right now I'm using, as the data ASPLC is 192.168.1.5. I'm using local network. Okay, default setting is, and port number is 502. Okay, finish, and then you can click finish. So right now I'm using the data ASPLC and Modbus TCP, and all the settings are configured. You will see like this, and then you can connect the device under the data ASPLC and then Modbus, and in here you need to put the IP address of the PLC and the station ID. Station ID, right now I'm using ISPsoft, and you can check in ISPsoft PLC system information. Station address is 1. So in Kepware also you need to do like this: 192.168.1.5-1, and others keep the default setting. And after finish everything, you will see like this: device 1. Okay, and you can check in here. After that, you can add the tag to do the tag mapping from data ASPLC. Right now we are running that ASPLC program, and we run the program, we can monitor the data register. For example, I monitor D2, D4, D6. So you can refer to data ESPSC programming manual, and D2 can be mapped to in decimal format will be 40003. D4 will be 40005, and D6 will be 40007. And also you can, this one is for testing digital tag. I'm doing 1 second on off loop. So M1 digital tag. So if you want to map it, it will be 00002. That's why in Kepware, I create a new tag, and then you can give the data name, and then you can choose the address. For example, 4000 blah blah, and then you can choose the data type, your boolean or double wall or what. So right now I already met this full tag, and then I can click the quick client. Okay, and you can check the data values in here. Is getting the data from data ESPSC with the Modbus TCP. Another one thing is you need to open the OPC UA configuration manager, and then you need to add your URL link. Okay, right now I'm hosting the VTScada and Kepware in the same PC. So for the primary OPC UA server, I will use this link, localhost, and I select the non-insecure connection. Okay, and another important thing is right now I'm testing just for testing only. So I'm using anonymous login. So you need to enable the server interface, and you need to allow the anonymous login. So okay, this is will be the primary Kepware setting. And also right now we are running another server which is holding secondary OPC UA server, and secondary OPC UA also you need to do the same setting like this. Okay, you need to do the same setting, and then in OPC UA configuration manager, and you need to get the URL link from the secondary OPC UA server. Okay, it need to be in the same loop. So this is all the setting in Kepware. And another thing is right now I'm running the data ESPSC. First, I created the driver connection with the COMMGR, and then we can see search the IP address of the PLC, and then we can start the driver, and we can run. Now we are running the PLC program, and you can check all the information of your data PLC. Okay, so let's go to VTScada side. So this is very important. So right now this is the VTScada main menu. If you want to create a tag in tag, you need to go to tag browser. And right now I already created the driver multiplier tag. So if you want to create new tag, you can right click and you can check new child, and you need to find the driver multiplier. So if we start with D, it will be in here driver multiplier. After that, you need to give the name, and you need to select this primary connection and secondary connection. So this one will be primary OPC UA server, and this one will be secondary OPC UA server. Okay. And selection mode, I just keep the default setting. Okay, another one. So we need to connection between the VTScada and Kepware, right? So we need to create two connection. The first one will be primary Kep server connection. So for this one, we are using the OPC client driver in VTScada. So if you want to add the OPC UA client driver, you need to go all tech type, and you can use the OPC UA client driver, and then you can put the URL link you get from the OPC UA configuration manager, and you can choose for the testing only, okay, and secure connection and anonymous. That's all. So right now I want to show you how I configure in primary server and primary cap server and secondary cap server. This I don't use, so I will delete it. Right now for the primary cap server, I just configure, okay, give the name, and this is my localhost URL, OPC UA endpoint URL. Okay, I just select the unsecure connection, and then I click the anonymous. If your connection is good, there will be show 0. It means good, good connection. And also the secondary server, I give the name, and this is the now we are running the another OPC UA server in another PC. So I get the URL link from that PC, and then also the same anonymous. So it also connection is good. And if you want to monitor it, you can click draw, and you can click the communication indicator and communication status button widget. Okay. Right now primary cap server no error, and secondary cap server no error, and communication status is good. Okay. And then I go to so in OPC client driver, it supports automatic importing the tag in your OPC UA server. So if you want to automatically import the tag, you can click the import option, and then it will try to import all the tag from the OPC UA server. Okay, and then you can select which tag that you want to use. Right now, I'm selecting only this one. Okay, after that you can click OK. So after you do this step, and you can see this tag will be imported to OPC UA server. Okay, D2, D4, D6, M1. Right now is getting the data from Kepware. Okay, 1 second on, 1 second off, and this is 10 second. Every 10 second is changing. This will be analog value. This will be digital value. So secondary cap server also the same. Is getting the data. So you will be like this. Okay, 44, 76, 98, and digital status. Okay, you can also monitor. So you can see that. So the address, this address, I'm using monitoring this, and then okay, I'm using this. Okay, so it will automatically map the address. So for example, right now I'm monitoring D6 and M1, and a driver multiplier. I'm running D6 and M1. Okay, so for D6, Okay, I create the IO and calculation. New child, this is IO and calculation. And for example, this is it. And you can click this one. And primary, you can choose the option. You use the same address for both, or you use different. If you want to use different, you this and check. Okay, but right now my address are the same because I am connecting to the same PLC from two OPC UA server. That's why I just check this one, and OPC UA, this will be primary OPC UA server, and you can map it for the D6. After that, it will show in here. Okay, I will try to do it. In this way, you don't need to fill in, it will automatically fill in here. So this will be the same address. Okay, same ID. Right now, I will create a driver multiplier connection also. Show status. Maybe this one in here. Okay, so I will change this one. Will be driver multiplier connection. Okay, and then you can monitor it. Okay, you can cross check. Oh, sorry, what happened? Okay, and you can check in text browser, and you will see driver multiplier connection. You will see the value 0. It means primary OPC UA server is takeover. It's 0 means it's getting the data from primary OPC UA server. For example, if primary escape server fails and the value 0 we change to 1, it means it is switched to the secondary server. Right now, we can monitor it. We can click this one, driver multiply. You see that right now the connection is primary cap server, primary cap server. Okay, and you can also map the value and the driver multiplier. So for example, this one D6 and M1. Okay, right now 87 D6. Eh? Actually, I did this is wrong. This is G2. Okay, this is G2. Sorry. Okay, 37, 37. So it's getting the data right now. It is getting the data from primary server, and this on-off status also getting the data from primary server. Okay. Right now, all two servers are in normal operation. All two Kepware servers are pulling from the data ESPLC. Okay, now connection status is good. And now I will manually close. I will manually disable the primary OPC UA server. Okay. So this one is the primary. I'm using OPC UA client driver. I will disable it. Okay. and you can monitor this one. I will disable it. Okay, you can see that right now the connections switch to the driver multiplier switch to 1. It means it failed over to secondary primary OPC UA server. And you can see that right now I will check the connection. Okay, right now secondary server. Okay, right now is taken over by secondary OPC UA server, and you just see monitor the value changing 52 on off. Okay, and you can also monitor it by clicking this one. You can see right now it is taken over by secondary cap server. Okay, and I will turn on the primary server again and click the show disable button, and I will enable it again. And you can check that this is chain right now, chain to primary cap server. Okay, primary cap server. You can change right now primary cap server, and data is now taken over by the primary server. Okay, 30 on off. Okay, so this is the configuration of the driver multiplexers to switch between two OPC UA server and showing the redundancy behavior of OPC UA server. Okay, and to cross check, maybe we will try to plot the data, and we try to plot the data. Okay, now is analog data is 5 on off 1 second. This is the digital data D2 and M1. I'm plotting with the historical data viewer. Okay, so I will manually disable again, and I will see it is updating the data to it can successfully log into the historian or not. Okay, so I will disable again, and then secondary server take over, and we plot again. So all the connection is stay ongoing. 58 on off on off on off. Okay, okay, now change to 14 in 3. So I will cross check. Right now changing 20 67 74, right? 20 67 74, 20 67 74, every 10 seconds. 37 81. Okay, so it's updating. So its time is around 3:46 to 47 p.m. This one is now running by the secondary. Okay, I will switch back to manually turn on again anyway. And I go back to the 84, 84, 48. Okay, so it is 1 second on, 1 second off. So it is updating. Then later I will check I will modify the program just manually trigger manually on and off. I'm trying to do it. Okay, I want to know it can successfully log to the data historian after switchover or not, mainly for the digital tag. Okay, I will run again. Right now it will be off, I think. Off, off, off. Okay, so I will plot. Right now off, right? Off, off. So I will turn down and I will disable the primary server. Right now it stay off. I will plot and I will run the program. Okay, I will try to on. Okay, now on. I will try to off. Okay, I will try to on again. Okay, it successfully logged to historian and I will enable the primary server again. Okay, right now actually is on, right? I will off. Okay, off. I will on. Okay, I think can update it successfully and right now is taking my primary server. Okay, all the connection is good. So this is the demonstration of OPC UA server redundancy in VTScada. And thanks everyone.